She would do all she could in order to keep the attention off of her, right? Oh, maybe not.
The WNBA has officially distanced itself from Angel Reese after her embarrassing career shift to adult entertainment left fans in the league in utter shock, her latest stunt redefining the meaning of bold in the most desperate and cringeworthy way possible. How can someone sink so low just to grab some attention?
Angel Reese, which is absolutely ridiculous, and let's talk about how ridiculous it is.
Wasn't she the one who cried on national media about being sexualized, yet her Instagram feed paints a whole different picture? Seriously, girl. Pick a lane. You can't play the victim card while actively turning yourself into a walking billboard for cheap publicity. You want to be bold.
Death threats, I've been sexualized, I've been threatened, I've been so many things, and I've stood strong.
Try sticking to basketball, not this ridiculous circus act you've turned your life into, claiming to be harassed while your own actions scream, "I'm all time available" is. Not just hypocritical, it's laughable. Angel, we see right through the act, and it's as embarrassing as it gets. So we all know Angel Reese, or at least we used to remember when she was a basketball player. Yeah, me neither. Because these days she's far more interested in playing the role of the ultimate attention-seeking disaster than, playing basketball. She's out here wearing outfits that wouldn't even pass at a costume party, let alone in a professional setting. She doesn't even begin to describe what she's doing. I mean, Angel Reese is out here dressing like she's starring in some knockoff reality show, and the only prize is public humiliation, and she's winning that in spades.
I do think that some of this drama, and she started some of it, to be fair, got to her.
Let's rewind for a second. Angel Reese, once considered a rising star in the WNBA, is now nothing more than a walking, talking joke. Her latest stunt, I swear this girl has officially redefined bold, but not in the way anyone wants to see, the kind of bold that makes people wonder if she lost a bet or is just trying to crash and burn in record time. And she's doing it so well, it's like she's training for the world championship in self-sabotage.
Some rather risque sort of pictures of her in a parking garage. And in fact, we're talking about the whole Angel Reese being sexualized thing.
From taunting Caitlin Clark on the court to now prancing around in shitty outfits, Angel Reese has officially transformed into a sideshow. She tried to outshine Caitlin in every possible way. Trash talk, physicality, attitude, and failed spectacularly at each turn. But now she's on a whole new level. Instead of competing with basketball greatness, she's competing with herself for the title of biggest public embarrassment.
She was being sexualized, right? She's stressed out. She's being sexualized. Nothing to see here.
Angel Reese is basically the poster child for self-destruction at this point. I mean, how do you go from a potential basketball star to an absolute embarrassment faster than she did? It's almost impressive if it weren't so cringeworthy. Every move she makes screams, "Look at me." But nobody's impressed. Angel, instead of mastering the game, she's mastered the art of making herself irrelevant, and that last desperate attempt to stay in the spotlight with those cheap, trashy outfits. Please, she's out here looking like a wannabe influencer who forgot she was actually supposed to be an athlete. She's officially become the laughingstock of the WNBA, if not all of women's sports. The only thing more tragic than her outfits is her complete lack of self-awareness.
I've been through so much, I've seen so much, I've been attacked so many times.
And the best part, Reese isn't even trying to fix her image. She's doubling down on it instead of waking up and realizing, oh, maybe I should focus on my actual career. She's out here flaunting her latest see-through disaster that broke the internet in the worst way. Mind you, fans weren't mad, they were just flat out embarrassed for her. They roasted her so badly, even I felt secondhand shame just scrolling through the comments.
Being overly sexualized. Well, what are we doing posting things like this, videos like this? Inquiring minds want to know, because I'm sort of confused.
It's not like this is her first rodeo with humiliation. Remember when she got busted for steroids? Yeah, as if her career wasn't already in the gutter, she decided to sprinkle a little extra failure on top with that scandal, and yet she's still out here acting like she's got everything under control. But Angel, you've driven your career straight into the ground, and no amount of tacky outfits is going to save you now. Reese is out here digging her own grave and acting like it's some kind of victory lap. Girl, you're too far gone far. But wait, it gets worse. Let's talk about that infamous Sports Illustrated cover. Oh yes, the one where Angel Reese decided to trade in her basketball jersey for what looks like something from a garage sale labeled bad decisions instead of making headlines for her. Skills she's making headlines for ridiculous. She's willing to look to stay relevant. And the best part, it's not even working. People are rolling their eyes so hard they're practically dislocating their necks.
Walking through some parking garage with some, see-through apparel on, as you may see.
And don't even get me started on that bold and confident act. Yeah, there were a handful of people trying to defend her, saying she's owning her body or whatever other nonsense they came up with. But let's be real, most people saw through it. The majority weren't celebrating her. They were busy pointing out that Angel Reese is a massive hypocrite. How are you going to cry about being objectified when your Instagram feed is basically a never-ending audition for who wants to be the next big scandal? She's out here flaunting her body left, right, and center. But the minute someone else comments on it, suddenly she's the victim, please.
Earlier on, after the season, and when I was in my press conference and I was talking about being sexualized, like, I guess people thought that was like because I post pictures in my bathing suits. No, like.
The sad part is it didn't have to be like this. Reese was on track to be remembered as one of the greats in the WNBA. She was an all-star in 2024, for crying out loud. But instead of doubling down on what made her famous, her basketball skills, she's out here showing skin like it's going out of style. And guess what it is out of style? People are disappointed. The few fans who still care about her career are basically throwing their hands up in defeat, while the rest of us are just waiting for the inevitable special featuring Angel Reese's downfall. Then there's the whole hypocrisy with that AI nude scandal. Reese acted like she was shocked and outraged, as if she hadn't been actively turning herself into a living, breathing publicity stunt for months beforehand. Girl, you've got over 2 million Instagram followers and you're shocked that people are looking at you. Get real. It's almost like she wants all this attention and then throws a fit when she gets it. Classic Angel Reese. Look, I'd love to say this is all just a phase, that Reese is going to wake up one day and realize the mess she's made of her career. But at this point, she's gone too far. She's not walking the line between bold and ridiculous. She sprinted so far past that line, she can't even see it anymore. And every time she pulls one of these stunts, her credibility sinks lower and lower. What used to be a promising career in basketball has turned into nothing more than scandal after scandal. And for what a few more Instagram likes a little extra attention from tabloids, is that really worth throwing away everything you've worked for? Compare her to actual athletes like Caitlin Clark and AIA Wilson, both of whom are making headlines for their talent, their dedication, and their actual achievements in basketball. Caitlin is out here winning Rookie of the Year, and AIA is a WNBA MVP. Neither of them has ever needed to stoop to Reese's level of self-exploitation to get attention. They let their skills do the talking, while Angel Reese is busy turning herself into a cautionary tale.
However, the added animosity, beef, and physicality from Angel is definitely boosting interest as well.
And the worst part, Reese isn't just hurting herself, she's dragging the entire WNBA down with her. What could have been a promising, talent-filled career has now become nothing more than a sideshow. Instead of being remembered for her basketball prowess, Reese will forever be known as the girl who couldn't stop humiliating herself long enough to actually play the game. She's not just a joke, she's a tragedy.
You said you were being sexualized, and now people are calling you out on it when you post things like this on social media.
Her recent involvement in the unrivaled 3-on-3 Women's Basketball League could have been a turning point. This league is a huge deal with big-time athletes and major media coverage on TNT Sports. But of course, Angel Reese just had to ruin it for herself. Instead of using this opportunity to rebuild her image, she's once again proving that her only real skill these days is making headlines for all the wrong reasons. So, where does it all end? How much further can she fall before she finally hits rock bottom? At this rate, it's hard to tell, but one thing's for sure, Angel Reese doesn't care about basketball anymore. She doesn't care about her fans or team or the sport that made her famous. All she cares about is staying in the spotlight, no matter how ridiculous she is to act to get there. And you know what? It's not just her reputation circling the drain, it's the entire WNBA that's suffering because of it. The league deserves better than this. The fans deserve better than this. And Angel Reese, she's nothing more than a sad reminder that no amount of talent can save you if you don't respect it.